Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back playing some more Farming Simulator 22. So, after many contracts, my tractor's so dirty it needs a paint job too. I've got the loan down to $100,000. So, we're gonna finish this contract. We'll make a little bit of money with this one. How much are we making with this one, by the way? 6,000. So not much. Not enough to pay the loan off. But there's more. We have silage. There's silage to sell. We've got probably probably 2 or 3 loads maybe of silage to sell where we're processing it at. So we need to go do that. So we're going to tab back to our truck. You're going to see stuff everywhere. I've got hose everywhere. I've got a roller. Got the plow going. We're actually plowing our really big field right now, trying to get prepped to plant because it is April. It's April 2nd now. We need to be able to plant our crops. I've got the fertilizer guy there. Got this guy there. That guy there. There's our weeder. I've just left everybody kind of out there. There's the sprayer. There's our truck. Alright. Let's go get some silage. The goal here, get the loan paid off. That's kind of the #1 thing, and I really would like to keep it paid off, but I have a feeling I'm probably going to have to buy another tractor just to run really the planter, because I've got the 7R down there on the plow. He's going to be on the plow for a minute. We really need another one. We really do. And I don't know if there's anything on sale. I haven't even looked to see if it's changed. No, not really. That you got the cloths on sale there, but maybe. We'll look. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. No, go back. Get our first load. I haven't even checked the prices. I guess I need to do that. So yeah, bonus episode today. Oh no, I left the thing there. Hang on, I gotta move that. I hear the rooster. I'm also thinking about getting a front mower. I may just do that and replace the lawnmower. Like the garden, well, not garden. Well, I guess maybe it's garden. It's really a lawn tractor, so I may just get a front mower for one of the tractors here, like that one, and just haul around that pickup and just go around mowing grass everywhere. I think there's some front mowers that will actually kind of windrow the grass when you mow it, so let's see. Here it is. Silage. Alright, where are we going? So yeah, I think the Kong's killed, however you say that one. It's a 3.5 meter mower. I think that one would do it. Go to prices. Let's go down to silage. Please be high. 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 Where is it? Did I pass it? Oh, it's right there. Well, it's not great. It's higher at the farmer's market. Yeah, we'll go to the farmer's market with it. It's a little further to drive. I'd really love to go over to the, well, you know what? It's not that much different from the biogas. It's only a couple dollars. That's the thing about silage. In 25. The price fluctuation is not that significant. It's usually only a couple bucks. So we'll just run this over to the biogas real quick. Whoa, whoa. This thing. Whoa, what is going on? Is it because I'm full? I haven't had this trouble before. Maybe I need to check my Gatorade over here. Is there anything extra in there? No? Nope. Okay. It could be that I'm tired. Oh, I've been doing a lot of contracts. So many contracts. It's nice having the adding the boost mod without actually using the boost was a good decision, because you get more, and you get more of like the specific contracts that you want to do. So you can filter out the contracts that you don't want. So like the deadwood contracts, the wood transport contracts, the sewing contracts, etc., etc. You can filter out all the contracts that you don't want to do and increase the number of the ones that you do want to do. So we've got contracts for hoeing, we've been doing contracts for weeding, we've been doing contracts. I've kept everything open, fertilizing, everything like that. And we've been getting a ton of them. Plus you can increase the number that it will actually spawn, so. But we are not using the boost. Go down here and look. If you watched the last episode, So you can see contract boost says 0% down there under Katie's name there. See, it says Katie Hoeing. That's not her actual job title. Contract boost 0% down there. So we've got the last one going down there. That's the very last one. I think I've actually gotten to a point where I have done all the high ticket or high paying jobs out there. So yeah, we did it again. Even with the extra, job tickets, maybe. I don't know how to really describe that as a story, but we get more contracts. We get the contracts that should show up, but don't show up. So yeah, all the fields should be prepped and ready to go by the time we get ready to, purchase them. All right, we're at $94,000. What I'm gonna do, I'm mathing in my head here. There's another 300 something thousand liters at the blue farm down here. I'm gonna go ahead and grab what's in here. And then try to sell the rest. It would be nice to stay debt-free. Can't tell you how nice that would be. I mean, I know we'll have to spend it eventually probably to buy some of these big ticket farmlands, but it'd be nice just to be debt-free for a while. I'll be honest. So there's another, 90 there? 80 or 90. Alright. I'm watching all my July 4th movies. I've been watching them while I've been doing all this. So you've got, I haven't watched Independence Day yet. I've got that one on my list to watch. I haven't watched, or even the sequel. I think I watched the sequel to Independence Day one time, and never watched it again after that. I need to go back and watch that again. I don't think I cared for it too much though. I think you really can't beat the original in those cases. So for my July 4th movie playlist, I have Independence Day. Maybe Independence Day, I think it's called Resurgence, maybe. I think it's Resurgence. And then I have The Patriot. If you haven't seen The Patriot, you've got to see The Patriot. That's a great one. It's a great July 4th movie. It's got Mel Gibson in it and a whole bunch of top actors that, Heath Ledger's in it. I can't remember all the rest of them, but it's basically about, the Revolutionary War, and Mel Gibson's, they follow along with him. It's, there's an extended version that's really good, so it's kind of long, but it's a good movie. Let's see, National Treasure, which is what I'm watching now, and then National Treasure 2 will be, those are, I know they're not technically July 4th movies, but they really fit in, because they follow along with the Declaration of Independence, and all that. No, I do not want to dump that. I want to load. Want to load. Silage. So we should have more down here when we get done selling this load, and we should be able to pay our loan off. That'd be nice. Go look at the contract list, see if there's anything new out there. I'm really still just looking for the big ticket items. Okay, let's hit the refresh button. Oh yeah, there's stuff popping up. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. This kind of reminds me of something. I think, wasn't there like a Chuck E. Cheese game that you just kept pressing the button to try to win something? Okay, maybe it was somewhere else. Let's see, $12,000 hoeing contract. That's a decent one. We'll take that. Okay. Oh look, that one just completed. So let's finish that one. Let's go down the list here. There's a, you know, there's a, where's that at? Yeah, that's kind of down there. It's a $10,000 one, but it's not a big ticket item. Big ticket contract. Alright, we should be loaded now. We'll go do that hoeing one. That's a pretty big one. Plus I've got, what I'm going to really try to start doing is putting contract work materials like attachments and implements and stuff. Have some at the north side, some at the south side. Because it's really a long drive down there. I may start putting some equipment down at that very southern farm down there. Or maybe not the very southern farm, but maybe kind of like at the central farm down there. So we have that farm right there, and then we have that farm right there. Probably putting equipment at that farm. Because you see, it's kind of in the center. So you could go this way, equal distance, this way, almost equal distance. And then you could hit all these southern areas too. So, and then keep all the other stuff up here at the red farm. And the blue farm, you know, there's lots of space back there at the blue farm. And at some point in the future, you know, we'll kind of divvy it up. I'm still waiting to see what the map update will be about. I can tell you right now, I'm ready to start creating fields and merging fields and cutting trees. And oh man, when we get ready to cut trees, we have trees. There's actually trees that we can cut back there, just north of the red farm. So indeed, there's actually 5 common lands, prairie lands, whatever we're calling it. I think prairie lands is really a good name. There's actually 5. So that should be able to pay off our loan there. So let's go to farmland. If I haven't shown this off again, we will. So here's prairie land number 1. That one's 4.4 million. You get all of this extra prairie land in the northwest there. You've got prairie land number 2 down here. That's 4.8 million. So that covers the northeast. You've got the prairie land. Yeah, number 3. Nope, number 3. That's 7.4 million. And then you got prairie land number 4 down here. That's the most expensive one. That's 8.6 million. But the 5th prairie land we already own. Comes with when you do new farmer. So it's this land there. Right in there. Or are there 6? You know what? There might be 6. Maybe you start with the first 2. Because I'm looking at that. That is Farmland 132 and Farmland 133. So there might be 6. That's not the field. The field is right there. They are separate. So there's actually 6 prairie lands. They come with the farms though. That's part of that one. So really this, when you buy one of these is part of that. I guess that's part of that one. And then this one, you have to get that one to get this part of the red farm. So yeah, if you don't start with new farmer, you have to buy those 2. to own all the red farm. Okay, so we have the money to pay off the loan again. We've done this before. Oh, I feel like we've done this before. We are debt free, and we've got $53,000 to our name. How much more silage do we have though? Can we sell more? There's none left at the red farm. There's almost a full load down there. You know what? Let's go sell that and see what we can tack on to our 53 grand here and see if maybe we can afford a tractor. It'd be nice to be able to buy a tractor to pull our planter, our new planter. Plus, you know what? Hey, we got some stuff to liquidate. We got to sell our old planter. And I think I'm going to sell the mulcher. I've been thinking about that. It's great and all, but it's not that big of a percentage jump to mulch everything. Basically, what we'll do is harvest it, fertilize the harvested field, put that on the ground, and then plow it under. And then probably either cultivate after that or just directly seed it if the planter or seeder will let us do that. So I think it would kind of speed up the process. So yeah, I'm thinking about selling back the mulcher. Not that, again, not that big of a yield bonus from mulching. If it was bigger, we might keep it. You know what? I came to the wrong place, but I'll go ahead and grab what's there. Not much. That came out like, I can't make the sound effect. It came out like perk. It was like, there, done. That's all you get. Alright, let's go grab the rest of this down here. Got all our alfalfa land and clover land over there fertilized, ready to go for the next round. And there's still some on the ground in spots when we mow it and rake it up, it'll be there. The only thing that won't be there is if you have a grass field. And if you grass roll that field, it deletes whatever's left on the ground. So make sure if you're doing a grass field, you pick it all up. Doesn't matter with alfalfa and clover because you're not technically rolling over it. You can't. Basically, you just come back and fertilize behind it once, and you're good to go. Okay, let's load that up. We'll find our mulcher. There it is right there. Yeah, so there's issues with the mulcher too. You get into a field that needs to be mulched. If there's any section of that field that has any part of the crop that you missed or didn't get planted or something like that, and it's still kind of already got the mulched state on it, then it will not. You cannot hire out the mulcher, and that's kind of what I want to do is just hire the thing out and go. So we'll repaint that. And then I think we're going to sell that back. We should get a little bit of money out of that. Yeah, 58.9, almost 60 grand. So we got rid of that. Alright. Now we got to find another job for this tractor. Maybe put it... I thought about putting this on the planter. But it'd be kind of weird having the old Ford pulling it. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. It does have the... It's not technically row crop tires, but... I guess that planter does plant behind it. That's not the planter we want. There's another one we want, but not that one. Look at that planter. So we got the new Tempo K. Oh, you know what? This one does not... It doesn't do the cultivating behind it. Additionally, this seeder... It has to say that. It has to say, additionally, this seeder offers the possibility to seed directly. This Tempo K does not do that, so we will have to cultivate. I'm assuming, I don't know. If we've plowed it, does that count? You know what? Sounds like a test we're going to have to do. Alright. Back to the truck. Gotta find the truck. So much equipment. Here we go. Alright, let's go sell this. We're up to 96,000. This will be another 50,000. Keep knocking out these contracts and stuff, and then every day you go by, you get probably at least a couple more loads of silage to sell every day. Plus, we've still got the soy milk production going, so that helps. Really need to probably get into the barley. Need to try to save our money. I know that's hard to do, but there's some barley fields out here. Here's a nice big one right there. We get the barley fields. This is my theory. We get the barley fields first because they'll be ready to harvest first, right? You know what? I lied. That was the oat field. There's a barley field back there though. We get the barley fields first. They should be ready to harvest first before, corn, soybeans, all the fall stuff. This is my logical thinking behind this. Alright. Let's do this here. Make a little bit more money. Yeah, if you go and look at growth. Come on, save. Okay, farmland, go to growth. So anything right now, everything that's ready to harvest is either clover or alfalfa. So there's those out there. Clover, yeah, okay. So the blue is the baby blue or sky blue is clover, and then the turquoise, whatever color that is alfalfa. So if it's ready to harvest, it's alfalfa or clover. The ones that are the darker green, those are like the ones we need to watch. So you have the darker greens kind of like this. I do believe these are oat fields. There's an oat field. There's an oat field. This is not, I think that's in peas. Yeah, that's in peas there. So we have those, and then we have the barley fields. So you look at the barley fields. There's a barley field. It's not really brown. It's kind of like a goldish kind of brown, maybe. But that is barley. So there's one right there. There's this nice one right there. They're all around. I'm looking. I think this is one right here too. Yeah, that's another one. That one, how much is that one? That one's actually a better price. That one's $2.95. I like them when they're cheaper. you gotta appreciate the cheaper field prices. But then you've got the other crops. So there's a corn one here. This is a small one, 88 grand. Looking at probably getting those. All right, what are we up to? 141. That off. We need to get the hauling contract going. Where are we going? Alright, so we need the guy up here. I think he's over across the way here, actually. Let me see if I can tab to him. There we are. Actually, no, he's down here. So we'll take him down there. Boy, this tractor is dirty. All the tractors are dirty. They're gonna get dirty until I bring them in and wash them. How busy I've been in April though. Kind of curious to see what our total contract income has been. Go down here. contract income for April, $1.106 million so far. And it's just the second day. It's the beginning of the second day. So, yeah. We're doing everybody's fields. They're hiring it out. They're all old farmers and they're trying to get ready to retire, and they're to the point where they can't really do their own fields. So we're doing their fields. You know, they're hiring us to do them. Oh yeah, everything's almost fully fertilized. We need one on the soybean field up there. There's not been a contract for that one. That one right there. Which number is that? 115? We need a contract for 115, a fertilizing contract specifically. And the only fertilizing contract we've got right now is 88. That's not the one we're after. We need a FERT contract for 115. So I would assume now that we are kind of filtering through the contracts that one eventually will pop up. It's gotta eventually pop up. Maybe this weekend when we stream. I'm gonna try to remember to put links in the YouTube videos too to the Twitch page. Twitch.tv/thegrainarcade. And if you haven't checked out John yet, he's playing this map too. Twitch.tv/PumaPlow. Gotta check out John's channel. So this is the oat field here to the left. And that's the barley field back there. That might actually not be, that might not be ready until later. Because I don't even see it coming out of the ground yet. It might be some of the, I would assume that it was planted. You know what, are there 2 months that you can plant barley in the spring? There are. I bet that was planted in May. So that won't be ready to harvest probably until July. But it'll be one of the first ones. Or actually, no, you know, wait a minute. Yeah, it might not be ready till September, actually. If that was planted in May, that might not be ready until September. So it'll be along the lines of the cornfields and stuff like that. I don't think there were any planted in April. Because see, it's a bright green, and that's the barley field, right? Yes, that is the barley field. The other one over here, you know what? It's about the same color. So those might not be ready until September. I think they're all that way. Okay. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Maybe just start at the bottom. Start with the smaller fields, the cheaper fields, and work our way up. We're out of debt. We don't have to pay any loan interest right now. We do need to sell that other planter over there. We'll go do that here in just a second. We'll get this guy going. Where am I going? I done forgot. I've done forgot. We're going there. Right down from the intersection. Right there. I can see the field. Out here in the fields, I'm hoeing the yields. I put my back and now it's broken. Oh yeah. Alright, turn my hazards off because that's going to fold up anyway when I hire this out. Alright. So yeah, you'll see them fold up. I'm going to set the plan here. You know what? Let's do two inrows. Okay. And then I'm going to hire that out. Watch them fold up. That's going to fold. Yep, there they go. Your signal lights fold up on this tractor. They do it on the other one too. the 44, what is that, 4455 that we've got. So I wonder if they're made by the same person. It might be. Alright, let's find something to hook up to that other planter, or something close to the yard. If we have anything close to the yard. Well, I got this. Take it over there and hook it up to it. I'm really sad about the TW35. It's a great tractor, but it had a bad fuel pump. You couldn't refuel it. We had to sell it. We didn't have a choice. This one does okay. It's slightly underpowered for most applications. This would be okay on, I could honestly see putting the fertilizing backpack thing on this. Alright, I need to get the seed out of here. The struggle is just to pull this planter. Just a little bit. I'm going to take this over here to the more open side where I can bring the planter in and fill it up. Sell this back. I love how that respawns different now. You know, it used to, when you emptied your planter or seeder, it would spawn like the in-game pallets or bags. Now it spawns these big things. So it's like this is a huge thing of seed. So we can just come right in here and fill right up to that. Alright, let's sell this back. Oh, you can hear all the buckets closing. It's weird. We're gonna repair that and repaint it. Still really need to do this to get the max dollars back out of this. So we get 47,220 out of this. We'll sell that back. Alright, we've got 176 now. What can we afford tractor-wise? I really kind of thinking we need another tractor to pull that planter. Can't really afford anything in-game wise, or probably not even mod-wise. I mean, the Fords probably would pull it. It'd be weird doing it that way, but I think we could do it that way. You know what? We have that other Ford that we had on the mulcher, this one right here. How many horsepower does this have? Okay, thing work. Why is this not working? Did I break it? Is it broken? Am I hitting the wrong button? Ah, I was hitting the wrong button. Yeah, I need rest. Customize that and it should show what the horsepower is on it. 365. And the planter, whoa, got my strength on. The planter is 365. Right on the money. You know what? We're gonna try it. Special extended episode. We're gonna try it. We're gonna hook this 976 Ford up to our new Tempo K24, and we'll try it out and see. Actually, we need to try it out to see if it'll do the plowed grounds, or if we need to cultivate before that. Just gonna take a minute to get down there. We can enjoy the scenery though. This will save us money though. If we can use this tractor to pull the planter and plant our fields. Maybe get something new later on. Maybe something will go on sale, you know. It'd be nice. So this is going to be a extended episode for all you YouTube guys out there. Mainly because it takes so long to drive this thing. More than 14. This is the fastest I can go. Reminds me of the scene from Terminator 2 where, you know, little John Connor, he's like, they're driving the truck and the T-1000 Terminator is like chasing them in the semi-truck that's got the liquid nitrogen in it. And little John says, come on, I can get out and run faster than this. Really, I can. I probably can't run faster than, well, maybe used to could run faster than 14 miles an hour down the road. I think I really could run faster than 14 miles an hour, though. Maybe not even used to could. I don't know. I was not a fit young lad. I'm what one of the ladies at work, you know, we were talking about, you know, just, you know, what is the nice term for things, you know. You don't call somebody old, you know, you call them years young, you know, stuff like that. Well, she said, you don't call people, you know, fat or, you know, overweight or anything. You call them fun-sized. So I guess I was a fun-sized guy, maybe. I don't know. I'm 6'3", but at my heaviest, I was 285. So I was a king, fun-sized guy. Yeah. So fun times. Yeah. I actually lost a lot of weight just, you know, switching off of regular sodas and switching off of a lot of the snacks and junk food, you know, and stuff like that. And I actually got down to 210. So, oh, you know what? We got to buy a forage harvester in the future too. Need to save our money for that, so we'll put that 176 towards a forage harvester. The one we borrowed up here, it's still out of gas. I hope that comes with the fix. Maybe we can fill it up. Alright, this takes liquid fertilizer. We got some solid fert over there. I'm gonna run over to Tractor Supply. We discovered in the last episode that if you buy your fertilizer and all your other goods over there, so solid fert, liquid fert, herbicide, it is cheaper over there than buying it by the pallet. You would think buying it by the pallet it would be cheaper, but it's not. It's cheaper just to run over to Tractor Supply, pull in the back little building there and buy it there. I'm kind of curious if this tractor will pull this. It meets the requirement, 365 and 365. Dude, let me go in front of you. Dude, let me go in front of you. Stop walking. Okay. Can I fit this in there? Oh, yeah. So let's see. The first fill point's right here. Liquid fertilizer, yes. How much is that gonna run us? Not too bad. 920, or no, 4,924. I was like, man, that's cheap. Now, can we buy seed here too? Which would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe I need to pull forward. Oh yeah, well it's opening up. Yeah, you can buy seeds here. $3,434. Come on, you old Ford tractor. Let's go. Alright, I'm just going to go around the edge of this one. Would be quicker. So I think up here, north side this time, we're going to do the beans up here. And then we'll do probably corn down south. So this field has been fertilized. This one actually has been mulched. I came in and did this one manually. And it has been plowed. So we'll see if this planter will plant this field in a plowed state. Or are we going to have to cultivate ahead of this tractor? It's got to get there. Got to have patience with these old tractors. These old blues. Old blue number 1 here. Be our CB handle if we had a CB handle on here. Breaker 19, Breaker 19. This is old blue 1. 976 can be old blue 1, and then the big 1176. That might not be the right number. That can be old blue 2. Old blue number 2. All right. Shall it work? Do our headlands. I think we'll do 2 if it'll let me. Looks like it will. Okay. Cross your fingers. That'll line up. It's just gonna take him. It's gonna take him a minute to gotta stoke the coals, you know, and all that, just like a steam engine. But we are rolling. I wonder what the max speed is on this planter. All right, we have officially begun seeding for this season. Planting for this season, I guess. I'm gonna say maybe 10 miles an hour might be our max. So that's actually pretty good because this will go 14. How fast will this go? It says 12. And actually, we've gained another number on the speed there. So we may be going uphill a little bit here. Let's see how he does going that way. He is pulling it though. And they don't use any more seed if they go slower, so that's seed. They don't use any more seed or fertilizer, I don't think, if they go slower. Pretty sure that didn't used to be the case. I think they used more fertilizer and seed back in the day, but now here in 25 they don't. Maybe they changed that in 22. Can't remember. So yeah, you can see the discoloration there that doesn't match in the field. That's probably what was wrong, why I couldn't hire out the mulcher. That's why I had to do this manually. So if you're gonna do the mulching, then make sure the entire field is completely harvested. We had a little bit of corn left back there, and that's probably why. Okay, so we are going 12, and this goes 13 or 14. So he's got enough power. I think we might have just been going up a little hill back there. But we got the pedal to the floor and hammer down and everything. So we are planting. We spent a little money on seed and fertilizer, but I think this will work. I've seen a lot of ads, especially on YouTube, for this Tempo K24. I'm kind of glad they brought it to the game. Nice little planting rig. This should speed up our... Well, I say that with this tractor, it might not speed up our planting process, but, you know, we get a different tractor in the future, maybe go a little faster. As far as planting speeds, we can't go faster, but just him getting into gear to get where he's going, to get started might help. Just saying. Okay, so we've got the guy out there with the hoe running. He's doing that. We're making money there. We're processing more silage right now. That's about all we can do. Really about all we can do. What's the first field we want to get? Come on, save. I'll never get used to those save times. Probably the first field I'd say probably the cornfield. It's probably the cheapest. 88 grand. Everything else, even a lot of the open lots that are still out there are well above that. Is that barley? Oh, you know what? That's one we already own. Never mind. I was like, wait a minute. Is that barley? It was, because we already own it. Gotta get down there and seed those, though. Yeah, the rest of these are going to be quite expensive. Yeah, they're up there. So I'd say this cornfield over here. It's right over here. We have our field, our other field. Right there. We had corn in it last year. And this is in corn. It's not fully fertilized yet. Field 99. Pretty sure there's not a contract for it. There's one for field 88. We need one for field 99. Let me hit the button. Come on, big money, big money. Field 88. Field 88. Or well, no, field 99. We need field 99. That is field 88 right there. We need field 99. Come on, big money. Not gonna happen. Alright. So we'll look at getting this field. I'm pretty sure we'll get a FERC contract on it. If not, we can always FERC it ourselves, I guess. But it'd be nice to have another FERC contract on it. Probably the next field, though. Right next to the horsies. Alright, Betsy. Or no. What do we call the horses? Betsy's a cow. What do we call the horses? Mr. Ed? Mrs. Ed? What was the horse's name? Was it Seabiscuit? Something like that? Alright, but yeah, think about getting a front mower for the thing to come in and mow some of these areas that we do own. Just kind of want to see what the update entails. There's going to be an update at some point in the future. We got to invest in one of these. Got to get a forage harvester somewhere down the line. Alright guys, I think that'll be it for this one. We will be here Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. You know what? I could probably sell this cultivator too. A little cultivator. Get rid of that one. Trying to think, was there any more equipment that we could actually like liquidate? Not gonna get much back for that. But anything helps. That'll cover, you know, maybe some seed or some fert. We've got our big grain cart that was on sale. We've got our planter. We've got the stuff ready for the forage harvester back here. So yeah, we'll come back and be here Saturday morning, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, twitch.tv/The Grain Arcade. Saturday morning. Did I say Saturday morning? I think I said Saturday morning. 7 a.m. And I'll try to post that link in the description down there. So it might be easier if you YouTube guys, if you're not on Twitch, you can go to the page and watch us live, because we'll be live Saturday and Sunday morning. And hopefully we'll have old man and Phil with us. I've been running into some bad luck, not been able to be in the streams, but hopefully they'll be in this weekend. So, until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.